What's up, y'all? I'm gonna give y'all a in-depth look into what's inside of my paid audit and exactly what information I'm including for the client. Uh, it's a quick overview just to show y'all. It's 18 pages, 744 words. Just got some pros and cons and some pictures related to whatever I'm talking about inside of this document. If y'all watch my other video when I was telling y'all about how you can copy paste photos into the Word document, this is what I meant. Okay, so let's get started. So this client is a clothing boutique. First thing I noticed when I put them into a Google search was some things about their logo and that they had different logos popping up. So that deals with a lack of brand continuity. I put a note in there that companies should stick to one logo so it's easily recognized and branded. I also added like a Google overview. So pretty much what I got back from Google, which was a 4.6 star review, 32 reviews, just showing the company pretty much some of the things they're doing well. They got 2 1 stars, 1 3 stars, 2 4 stars, and the rest 5 stars. So pretty much that's a you know excellent review to have. And here in the website, where it says website right here, the little website button, when you click that, they don't actually have a website. It just links you to their Instagram page. So them not having a website is something I'm gonna be pitching them on. And then I got some information on why it's important to have a website, which is to be able to sell products and also to help with SEO and for other reasons as well. I put some SEO stats in here, basically how they're ranking, letting them know they show up on the 4th page in the more listings or places section. When you type in clothing boutiques Milwaukee, some of their cons when searching clothing boutiques Milwaukee, icon does not appear at all through the organic search engine listings for at least the first 15 pages. So letting them know that. So I'm gonna be pitching some SEO services as well. Here's just more pictures actually showing them like from the all the way to the 15th page that they don't rank on there. One of the pros and make sure when you're doing this, don't just hit them with all negative things back to back to back. Actually show them some of the things that they're doing well, because they are putting some of their effort into this, and you don't want to make it seem like everything they're doing isn't working. But a pro I put in there: when searching best clothing stores in Milwaukee, icon shows up number 15 on the first page of the more listings or places category. This is good because the company can begin to outrank others in this section. Just put some more pictures showing what page they're on. And I'll also put some keyword stats in here to let them know what terms are hot right now for the products that they carry. So I've seen a lot of jeans that they carry are biker jeans and rockstar jeans. So those are some keywords that they could fight for and they could easily rank for. Uh, Another thing is I put some keyword trends in their form along with some pictures showing them exactly where the terms that we're looking for are the most searched. This will help, show them why SEO is valuable. And I also I did 2 keywords here, biker jeans and rockstar jeans, and compared them to each other just to show them, uh, you know, which one would be better. Put some trends in there for them. I also did a portion on their social media. Now, this is what usually most social media audits consist of, just the social media portion. But I kind of like to make my social media audits like an online audit instead of just a social media marketing audit. But so they have 19,000 followers on Instagram. Their link is clickable. It does work. Some of the pros that they have is the number of followers. Their following to follower ratio is good. Excellent pictures displaying merchandise. Some of the cons, the description can be better edited. So when they put the address here, just like how they have a comma after Greenfield, should be Greenfield Avenue, and then Milwaukee, comma, Wisconsin. And also with the phone number here, this parentheses should be closed in one space. Just little small things like that, but it will help the search engines, understand the page or understand what it's reading more. And I threw a few cons on there with pictures, so fair amount of comments that received no response. So I noticed with this company, they have people on their Instagram page that often ask how much for something that they don't respond to. And for a second, I thought it was possibly because they don't like to put the prices of what the products or the merchandise is, but I've seen some other posts where they did list the price, so that wasn't the case. So this is just like not having somebody on top of this, so they could use some social media management as well, especially the price point these items sell at. This is an $800, $600 to $800 outfit right here, both of these. So if somebody's asking for how much, that could have been $800 right there if somebody was on top of that. That's another person asking for how much. Someone asking how much for these shoes. So posting consistency should be posting 2 times per day on IG. I see they post like maybe once a week, they post at least every week, but maybe one time during the week, and then depending on what's going on, they might post a few more times, but they should get more consistent with that. Another one of their cons I put is lack of call to actions in their posts. So when they post, they're not asking anyone to do anything. I mean, they say shop, but it's not anything like specifically, like they're not providing any value to make a person want to opt in. Business development ideas, to create a Milwaukee modeling page or something similar that they can use as a call to action to motivate people to buy outfits from there during events and things like that, to take a picture, so that way they could promote it. And then if they make it seem like it's something popular to do, eventually people will start, that it'll begin to catch on them and everybody will want to do it. Okay. So here I go into their Facebook page. This is one of them. They had 2 Facebook pages, which is not good because they weren't managing either one of them. So this one has 352 likes. They haven't posted since June 2016. I just put some of the pros. 352 likes, 358 follows. Not a lot, but there is some. Cons, last post from June 2016, almost 2 years. Cons, different logo styles. And you can see there's no, you can't see anything on this page, on this second Facebook page, that makes you think about Icon or the first business. There's no continuity. Here is their second Facebook page that they had. This one only has 106 likes. One of the pros I put on here is that they do have some positive reviews. I think they had about 5 or 6. Yeah, 6. It says 6 reviews on here. So, and then I just, did a screenshot and pasted some of the pictures in there so they can actually see. Cons, no poster activity. Business development ideas, building Facebook groups to build a community of people who associate themselves with the brands of icons. So they could build a community or a group for people who like the brands that they sell. So let's say people who are really into Rockstar jeans. They could make posts related to that and blog articles related to that and share them in the group. and that would, you know, resonate with the people who like those brands most. And it'll also create opportunity to do other things with the group as well. One thing I put for their overview is Facebook. Both Facebook pages describe Icon as a women's clothing boutique. This should be updated, as more than 90% of what I see on IG is menswear. And this is basically an overview I got from using that website I told y'all about called Likealizer.com. Using Likealizer.com, you can take any Facebook page, like an actual page, if it has enough information, and you can put the URL into Likealizer.com, and when you put it in, it'll spit back out basically some stats about the person's web page or the person's Facebook page. So to show you, like, overview, doing all right, but there is room to improve. Does not like to interact with other Facebook pages. Should improve how often they post content. Post length is generally not great. Could use a lot more variation in types of content posted. Another thing I added was their activity. So this just shows, you know, that pretty much they're not doing anything on there. And it's being, you know, adding these visual images to the document. It helps out a lot, you know, by giving the person something more to look at, and it just looks more professional as well. Like, you know, they might think you actually went in and got all this information. They have no Twitter. Twitter will be helpful to promote co-branded projects like artist performances at 618. I noticed a lot of what they do on their Instagram is promote when artists come to town to perform, like major rap artists and stuff like that. So what they could use Twitter for is to, you know, maybe connect with artists, connect with labels, connect with fans, you know, using Twitter more to engage with people or create more conversations. YouTube, they have no personal channel. There is an Icon commercial that was filmed in June 2016 and published to YouTube, but that only has 124 views, so they should definitely be trying to get a new commercial. They should also start posting more video content, like whether it's people like in the outfits, showing off the outfits or modeling them, or just, you know, showing what they have in stock, just to be able to increase their rankings in the search engine. One of my favorite things that I like businesses I work with to have is a blog, and this company does not have a blog. A blog is very important when it comes to ranking in Google and the search engines. A blog provides shareable material to customers that can also help spread the company's messages. Having a blog, you know, you pretty much creating your own platform to get out statements, promotions, and just good content in general for social media. I also added a little competitor section here with like 3 of their competitors, and it's not much, just to show them what some of their competitors are doing online that they aren't really doing. So like uh, the person I'm doing this, or the company I'm doing this audit for, they don't generally use Facebook. So I showed one of their competitors and an example of how the competitor is using Facebook and actually doing really well with it. So their first competitor I put is Envisions. It's a nearby clothing store as well that sells like hip hop clothing. But so here you can see the first thing I put is their website is under construction. The reason I put that is because I'm going to be trying to pitch website services to Icon, and Icon doesn't have a website yet. So by me telling them if they act on it quickly, they can launch their website before Envision gets their website up. So that might help by showing they actually have 5,900 plus likes and followers on Facebook. I'm also showing them how they're using Facebook, and I highlighted the areas. So just April 18th, they made a post that got 137 likes with 11 shares, just showing off for or some Adidas jackets or hoodies that they got in stock. And that's something that Icon isn't doing. And I think they got a lot better merchandise than Envisions has. Envisions also has a Twitter page, but they don't use it anymore. As you can see, they only have 18 followers and are following 254 people. They haven't used their Twitter page since May 2014. I'll and once I actually sit down with the client, I'll talk to them about how this can be beneficial when it comes to, they do a lot of promoting events and things like that. So if an artist comes to town and they wants to promote it or talk with the artist label or network with artist labels or fans or other venues, this is a good way to do that. I added another one of their competitors, which is Bouchard's. Just a little info about them. Icon has more followers and the opportunity to get their website up and operable before Bouchard's. And so I put a link to their Bouchard's website and also a little more info about Bouchard's and what they're doing. So Icon does have more followers, but Bouchard's has a YouTube channel with multiple videos that have thousands of views on them. Although those videos have thousands of views, the most recent video is 7 years old. So Icon could take over in that area. And also YouTube video helps add gravity to ranking in the search engines. So if you have more videos surrounding a certain topic or keywords, your website or links to that keyword will be more likely to pop up in the search engines. So just a screenshot of Bouchard's website, and I highlighted it, letting them know that it's not launched yet, but it is up, but that they could definitely beat them. I added one more competitor, which is Silver Star. Silver Star has no website. They do have multiple locations, which is a pro, and a failing Facebook page, which is a con. So they have 35 people that like their page, which is not enough. It looks like they just created this page and never really used it. They just had it just to have it. I think a lot of people were worried about missing out on social media, so they just, created all the pages to their companies just to have them. But this is pretty much an overview of what's in my paid audit. And depending on the client, I would add different things or, switch things up. But this is just overall to let y'all see how a basic paid audit should look. Now, after you're done with the audit, you want to not forget to type up your presentations separately. So you want to have a presentation or like whatever you're going to be pitching them on, you want to have that typed up in a separate document. That's also attached when you either go in to give this to them or when you email it to them.